for the longest time there was this split, this dichotomy for me on my path to wholeness, to wellness, to the recognition of oneness, which is absolutely still continuing to unfold. And in the beginning, for a long time, in the beginning for like a decade at least, there was such a split, a feeling of kind of confusion and uncertainty about, on the one hand, this kind of the self-love, compassion, acceptance, freedom from judgment, from myself. In other words, for the character, as we say sometimes, in the spiritual kind of realms I'm into, for the character, for Jaya, for Jason. So there was, because I knew that there was so much hardness on myself. So in a way, it's like a psychological kind of, in a way you might call it like the Western kind of approach of healing the personality and doing these different things in that way. And then on the other hand, there's like this transcendence of ego. There's this the feeling of just letting go of the ego, and at the time it felt like harsh. It felt like, oh, the ego is bad. These distractions are bad. If I have these certain kind of emotions, it's no good. So it was really hard to reconcile between loving myself and being gentle so that I could love others, and trusting like, all right, I need to love myself so I could radiate that. And on the other hand, but the ego, I don't want to think I'm special. If I keep loving myself, is that gonna pollute my progress? So that was a big thing for me for a while. Trying to understand like the difference, and I think on some level there was this recognition, this acknowledgement that ultimately they are the same, that there's like a healthy and wise approach to both. To come to wholeness, be loving and gentle with myself, and at the same time just be aware of, I guess that was part of it, just realizing like the awareness is the most important ingredient to around the ego, the sense of the separate one, which most of the teachings say is just driven by fear. So, in a way they come full circle. When I'm more loving and gentle with myself, then I could just hold the fear with kindness and compassion. And at the same time, when I'm aware of these patterns that might be a little selfish or judgmental or jealous or envious or angry, competitive, all these different things that might come up, if I just hold it in the light of awareness, if I step back and just acknowledge what's going on, then and do so with affectionate awareness, as one teacher calls it. Just shine the light of affectionate awareness. So loving and compassionate, unconditionally loving and compassionate and accepting, and at the same time uncompromisingly looking at the truth, recognizing what's at play. So not like hiding from it and kind of being dishonest with myself about what I might be seeing inside, being boldly open and trusting, because I know that, all right, the love is here. I can provide this love for myself. And I can bear witness to these little demons, these little gremlins that are alive inside the mind, which we all have. And so there's been some kind of, it's still totally at play and totally unfolding. There's some kind of integration and just like a little bit more mature recognition that those aren't opposite things, that they're together. And And when I think of surrender, when I think of kind of my favorite word, humbleness, humility, if that's really felt, then it's felt as love in the heart. To let go of any judgment, which of course it always starts with letting go of the self-judgment. So I hope this might be a helpful reminder. It feels good as I remind myself in this moment. So full respect for your path, for your unfolding, for your courageous opening. All of us are on a courageous path. And it's so important for us to encourage each other and remind each other and to be there for each other. And I know I'm there for you when I'm here for me, when I'm here with me, when I'm here as me. So, aho.